hiding in this weather.
Absolutely. Now, a print by an artist from Suffolk, originally bought for just £20, has sold at auction today for more than £10,000. The work, called Tillers of the Soil by Sybil Andrews, was painted in 1934 and sold at auction in London today for the grand total of £10,800. Sport now, and Ipswich manager Roy Keane faced the cameras today at the start of a week that could decide the future of his tenure at Portman Road.
With fans still feeling the pain of Sunday's 4-1 derby defeat, Town are preparing for the visit of Premier League West Brom in the Carling Cup tomorrow night. Jim Rice has been listening to what he had to say.
Roy Keane's press conferences are usually well attended and extensively reported. And after 4 straight defeats and Sunday's 4-1 humiliation at Norwich, that was always going to be the case today. But with a Carling Cup quarter-final tomorrow night, an upbeat Ipswich manager was determined to look forward, not back.
Surviving. Just about. I think part of the job and part of life, an old Irish friend taught me not long ago, some days are about survival, you just got to hang in there. I've seen other top managers and other coaches and other young managers sometimes going through difficult spells, and I think it is about hanging in there. I count my blessings every day, but I know that, that your days are numbered when you're losing matches.
There's no doubt about it, though. Sunday's defeat was hard for fans to take. This morning, the East Anglian Daily Times published a survey of fans, almost 3/4 of whom thought Keane should be sacked, with almost the same number thinking Town were in danger of relegation. But the majority said they'd still support their team if Keane were to stay.
It is difficult as well when you're not winning football matches. They pay their money. But yeah, hopefully they'll come out. And again, I keep saying it, get behind the team and get behind the young fellas and see where that takes us.
The newspaper's longest established sports writer was, as always, listening keenly today.
He does accept that he is a manager that makes mistakes, and he understands how the fans are feeling. He knows the importance of getting a win against West Brom. It's not every day you have a quarter-final of a cup competition to play, and he's trying to get everybody in the right frame of mind.
Whether it's 2 games to save his career or anything like that, or his time at Town, it's anybody's guess, really. But in terms of Roy's standing amongst supporters, I think it would probably take a lot more than 2 wins to turn things around.
The collective wisdom at today's press conference was that Keane has at least the next 2 games to turn things around. After that, he may be excused for having a look over his shoulder. Jim Rice, Anglia News, Ipswich.
Pressure of being a football manager, eh?
Absolutely. Now, Natalie Gray will be giving us some rather unconventional top tips as how to keep warm, because we all need those, don't we? But first, here's what to expect on the national news at 6:30.
Now, whether you got snowed on or not today, you kind of fail to notice just how cold it felt outside.
Yeah, there's something invigorating about that cold air, though, as I found at lunchtime. But it has left us all shivering. But here is something to warm your cockles. Some chill-busting tips from Natalie Gray. Oh, and a few of your own as well.
As snow and teeth-chattering winds continue to deliver their icy blast, here's some first-class advice from someone who has to work out in it. How do you keep warm?
Well, I try and push this thing as fast as I can. It takes a lot of effort and it keeps me going. Gloves are essential, because my hands are quite busy delivering those letters.
And who'd be a window cleaner in this weather? You work outside. What are your top tips on keeping warm?
Stay inside. It's the only way.
This couple have got the right idea. Layers.
This is the new scarf that I've just knitted, which is so warm and thick. I've got a little scarf underneath and a nice warm zip jumper and then a flannel shirt. He's got a nice leather jerkin, haven't you? Scarf I just made for him. And then he's got a shirt and a good jumper as well.
Wear thick tights under everything, even you fellas too. And don't forget to keep moving. Brisk exercise for around 15 minutes will keep you warm well after you've finished.
When you get home it'll be cold, get hot chocolate, go in a bath.
And warm drinks before you come out.
A vest on, a t-shirt on, a jumper on, a ski jacket on, leggings on, a pair of jeans on, 3 pairs of socks, a pair of Wellington boots, a scarf.
And here's some more wise words.
My top tip is to have a hot chocolate in the library and to use air heating to keep warm. I recommend wear a hat, especially a woolly one.
What's your top tip?
Open curtains when the sun is out and close the curtains when the sun is in.
Put plugs in sinks and baths, and also keys indoors to stop the draft.
Go to bed early. You can still read or watch television. Do what the SAS do on overnight patrol. Find a buddy to snuggle up to share body heat. Have at least one hot meal a day. You could even have a battered Christmas pudding if you live in Belton near Great Yarmouth.
Well, at Halloween we done battered pumpkin with cinnamon batter. So we thought, as Christmas is coming up, we thought we'd do battered Christmas puddings.
And have you sold many?
Yes, we have, and they're delicious.
Whatever next. Natalie Gray, Anglia News, Norfolk.
I'm not sure about battered Christmas puddings, but what about that couple? I thought they were going to show us a bit too much information, didn't you?
Stripping each other. No. Would you consider wearing tights under your suit?
Layers is the right way to go, let me tell you, from being outside. And I know that Victoria Lampard, who we saw earlier in this report, she's got some thermals because she bought them last time I was here. Yeah.
Sensible girl.
Little secret. And if you've got any other tips for keeping snug in this weather, then do let us know.
Yes, you can drop us a line at jonathanandbecky@itv.com. Now, as we've seen across the region over the last few days, snow can be very disruptive, a lot of fun, and also rather beautiful.
Yes, and you've been sending in your pictures to prove it.
There are loads more on our Facebook page, but here are just a few.
They're amazing, aren't they? They remind you of what a beautiful region we live in, don't they?
Yes, especially the one at the end. That has to be my favourite, the one of Norwich from Holly.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, keep them coming in, do.
Yes, right. Amanda's back now with the full weather forecast.